Hello, this is Reb Yoseph coming to you from the land of Israel. This week is Parshas Tsav, literally command, and in it, Moshe Rabbeinu says that this is the Torah of the Olah. He uses the word Torah. Torah literally means instructions, but it also can mean explanation, perush, illumination, elucidation, expansion, all languages of explanation. The commentaries talk about it. And the Ola is one of the carbonot. It's one of the 5 carbonot that it says this is the Torah. It says this is the Torah of the peace offering. This is the Torah of the mincha, and so on. And there's a slight inconsistency because the bulk of the previous parsha, I'd say all of it, was specifically about carbonot. So the question is, why do you have this appendix concerning the carbonot? Why not just simply include whatever additional material is in Parshas Tsav with the original presentation? And the answer is that the Torah needs to be explored. What you have later on in the Chumash, it's the whole book of Devarim or Deuteronomy. It's also called Mishnah Torah, literally the repetition of the Torah, where Moshe Rabbeinu explains the Torah to the Jewish people, and it includes certain things that are being emphasized and certain things that a person may not realize or a certain person is likely to neglect. Part of the Torah of the Olah is that the Kohanim have to clean up the ashes from the burnt up sacrifices, and they have to have clothes that they can get dirty when they're doing this dirty job, and then they have to change into nice clothes. It's the type of thing that a person may neglect. Here, the carbon ola is a show of dedication, and the person may get a rapture of kedusha and forget mundane things like they have to clean up the mess, they have to take out the garbage. So Moshe Rabbeinu is saying you can't forget that. In the case of the mincha, he's coming to add that it's basically a gift to the Kohanim. In the case of the Shlami, the fact that it is that a person is eating the carbon, what it is it's a celebratory meal, comes to be emphasized, so a person does not think that carbonot are meant to be entirely consumed on the altar. Now, when you're talking about carbonot in and of themselves, what they are is a gift to God. In some cases, it's a show of devotion. In other cases, it's a show of gratitude. In other cases, it's a gift of an appeasement gift. So the person has done something wrong or feels guilty, so they're giving a gift to the one that they have offended. Okay, that's the basic idea. The problem that you run into with that basic concept is HaKadosh Baruch Hu has dominion over the world, and the whole world is His. It's like trying to give a gift to a billionaire who has a private army. What can you give him? He has all the money and possessions that he wants. he has power and influence. There's not that much in the physical world that you can give someone who is in that situation. However, he will still appreciate the gift because it's an act of friendship and goodwill. That's what it is. That when a child gives a gift to the father likes it because it's a love gift. So to speak, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants a man's heart. Okay? That his heart should be with religion. That is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. And he is more detailed about it in this week's Parsha. It concludes with that, saying that what HaKadosh Baruch Hu specifically wants from a person, and what a person should glory in, is that he understands God and he knows God, so to speak, like we understand a friend and know a friend. And then it continues that they should recognize God's benevolence and his equity, that God is very fair, and that he is charitable. And in addition to that, these are the characteristics that we should emulate ourselves. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.